Hey, we are live at our Palm Desert Studios here in Southern California. We are the North American Hockey Authority and presented by Today's California. My name is Craig Campbell and I'm with today'scalifornia.com. And I am joined by my favorite co-host, Ed Heathouse. He is the off-ice official for the AHL Coachella Valley Firebirds. That is a Seattle Kraken affiliate. What's going on, Ed?
Well, Craig, we had quite a weekend.
Nice smile there. You're showing me something there, my friend.
Today's episode features a brand new hockey term for some people: spitting chicklets. It's what happens when you get hit in the kisser with a puck and you eat one of your, if not both of, your front teeth.
You're literally telling me that you were hit with a puck. It's too bad we can't throw up the picture because you sent us a picture that was pretty gnarly, did. That tooth that's missing right there just came out during this event.
Played Friday morning, got called to Orange County with my hockey family. And they wanted me to tend goal because they weren't sure that the other goaltender on the other team was going to show up. He did show up, so we decided to split the game. Finished the first period, sat down on the bench. Second period is about to start. I literally take my mask off, douse myself with water, bend over to pick up a towel, put the towel on, and as I looked up, the opening faceoff went back to the far defenseman, passed to the other defenseman. He had his stick on an angle. I look up, I see it coming right between my eyes.
Oh my gosh, dude. I mean, heart beating. You knew you were in trouble. It probably slow motion almost.
Almost. I obviously didn't have my glasses on, and when I saw it was heading straight for the beak,
you decided to put your teeth in there.
I don't know. The reflex was to look up, and I can't explain that. But the impact across the screen in my mind was a very bad word in Technicolor.
You know what? Only you, Ed, can have a pride a little bit about getting a puck to the mouth. I just can't even imagine that. So I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you made it.
Thanks. 57 years on the ice.
There you go.
And I got my first Spittin' Chicklets episode with one caveat. I didn't spit any chiclets. We couldn't find it.
Hey guys, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we're doing here in the show. It's different segments that we have that come up. I think you'll really enjoy it, about hockey, about our Firebirds team, a little bit of tradition, a little bit about us. We're also bringing in, we have our very first sponsor. We're very excited about this. It's the Desert Brew Fest. It's actually out here in the Coachella Valley, Cathedral City, December 10th. And why I'm bringing it up is because we actually have a code for those of you that might want to attend this amazing beer fest. It's actually CV15, and that's going to get you $15 off both a GA or a VIP ticket. Why don't you roll the ad real quick for us? Okay.
This event's brought to us by our good friends at Luchador.
That's right, Luchador Brew. There you go, guys. So you can go right over to that website. I think we might have put it up there, and you can put in CV15. We'd appreciate that very much. It's going to be a great show. You can take a look at the website and all the information that's there. I mean, we've got music, we've got beer, we got festivities, got food trucks, a lot of things happening. So we're very interested in knowing where you guys are watching from. Make sure you comment, and we'll throw your comments maybe up on the show live. For you guys that are watching at today'scalifornia.com, we appreciate it. today'scanada.com, and of course Coachella Valley, where our studios are today. Another smashing beautiful sunny day out here in Southern California. True?
We got people from Scotland and from Italy.
There we go. Well, I appreciate you guys joining us. That's awesome. So how much hockey is there in Europe?
A lot of pro hockey.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, thank you, guys. Why don't we jump on in? So we do individual segments. I think we're going to start with rules. And why don't we just start there?
Sound on that. How many leads?
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no clue.
But to say
Nice
that,
save,
to say
fella.
it's a lot, I don't know.
Hi,
It's a
hockey
good-
fans,
It's a good thing.
youngsters
It's a
and
good
grown-ups
check. You know,
too.
just
I'm here to talk about NHL hockey.
Let me take this.
rules.
And there we are. Thank you for the intro. We love having Peter Puck as part of our rules episode this week. He comes to us courtesy of Packed Advertising. And right now, he's about to tell us why players must go directly to the penalty box after a penalty is called on them.
First, let's review a few rules.
Do they? This is
So they ask if you
Hey,
They do.
there ought to be
Oh, they
a
do.
rule about hitting a puck when he's not
when you
looking.
say you want me to take this
First,
one, just take
I've
it.
been
Yeah.
telling you that
Okay.
NHL hockey is the world's fastest team sport. Oops. Well, believe it or not, there are some rules designed to make it even faster.
40 seconds.
For example, if a player is tagged for a rule infraction and does not proceed directly to the penalty box, his team will be charged with a 2-minute bench minor penalty. That means another man also goes to the penalty
Got it.
box, leaving his team with 2 players short. No more penalty lollygagging without really paying for it.
And many thanks to our imp of the ice for explaining that. Back in the day when a goaltender got hurt, lost a tooth, whatever, he could actually take the time to put himself back together during a delay of the game. Now, Peter's going to explain to us why that's no longer allowed.
But there are a few special occasions when the clock is stopped. Hey!
Ouch, Peter.
Yikes! That face could stop a clock. Once a goalie could get timeout for equipment repair. He could go to the player's bench and remedy his problem. But not now. A goalie in need of repairs must go directly to the bench, and a substitute goaltender must take over.
And there's no warm-up period allowed. An infraction calls for a minor penalty. It's ready or not. The goalie really goes in cold. But now, that first goalie cannot re-enter the game except during an official timeout. Even if the starting goalie is injured, the sub must move in immediately without benefit of a warm-up.
Hey guys, if you are just joining us, you're watching the North American Hockey Authority. I'm Craig Kemp with Today's California. We're doing different segments. The show's about 30 minutes long. We're always interested in you guys participating. The greatest thing you could do is share it with your friends. Let us know where you're actually watching from today. That's part of the fun that we have. And any comments or anything that you'd like to share, throw it up. We might bring you guys into the live show, and that's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We're still on our rules segment, and we're going to go through we'll have a Beak of the Week. We'll have some information about our own AHL Firebird team, a point counterpoint, one of my favorite parts. But right now, we're going to go back to a rules segment. What are we about to watch?
We just saw the goalie substitutions. And nowadays, a goaltender has to come in cold off the bench. He has no warm-ups. He has no time to get ready.
So at one point, there was like a pitcher could throw some pitches at the mound or whatever. They could take a few shots.
Right.
But now you're just going cold. That's
You
very
go in
interesting.
cold. And that last segment, both segments, again, brought to us courtesy of our good friends at Packed Advertising up in Toronto, Canada. They've allowed us to do this, and we're thankful and grateful to them for allowing us. For those of you puckheads who are looking for Christmas gifts, www.peterpuck.ca is the merchandise.
For some gear?
Oh.
Peter Puck gear?
The
I mean,
kids love it.
Oh, I know, and the adults too. You should see us while we watch it. We love it.
It's a can't miss Christmas gift.
We're about
folks.
to break out some popcorn. We're just not sure
Oh,
what kind
ouch.
of popcorn.
Oh, that hurts. oh.
Go ahead.
From here, I think it's time to talk a little history.
Well, you know
Craig?
what? I just want to say hello to Charlie. Charlie's our engineer right here in-house.
Engineer
Everything that's
Charlie.
going on our studio, he's put together. Love Charlie, and I appreciate you being here. Are you on mic? Are you speaking today?
No.
Okay, fine. So he's just going to be pushing buttons, which he always does for us. He's pushing my buttons. That's why I love him so much. Keeps me on my toes.
Go ahead, Charlie. Tell him he's number one. Go ahead.
Every day.
So history does matter,
Yes, it does. And
especially in a tradition of hockey that's been around for, I'm not sure how long, but
we're looking at
1800s, right?
120 years at
Yeah.
this point.
So history does matter. Hockey has a rich history, and you're about to share something with us.
On this day, November 29th, 1924, in case I can't pronounce that right, the Montreal Forum opened in the city of Montreal. And the Montreal Forum was the pinnacle of hockey during the 20s through the 70s. It was replaced in the 80s by the Bell Center, but that is hallowed ground. And in addition to that, in 1996, our own Southern California Mighty Ducks of Anaheim, Guy Hebert, on November 29th, 1996, recorded the first goalie assist and a shutout in the exact same game. 2 goals were scored in that game by a guy named Paul Correa,
I mean, we should mention
who
that-
is still my brother-in-law.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. He's your brother-in-law.
He's still my brother-in-law.
That's great. That's amazing. I was just going to say, you know what? If you do tune in every week, Wednesday at noon, you'll see that Ed is always sporting some different type of outfit or uniform. It's a lot of fun. Last time, it was actually torn down the side. We had a whole story about that. So it's very cool. I love when you come in and bring all these.
Thanks,
different
Craig.
looks in.
I've got a closet full of classic sweaters.
Well, there you go. Maybe we should start our own e-commerce shop.
Well,
next
there we
time.
go.
Ed's e-commerce shop.
It's Christmas time.
And we could use that smile right there, man.
It's Christmas
Give
time.
it, give it to him.
I got. The dentist can't do anything till the swelling goes down, but we're getting there.
You have the best attitude in the world, man. I would just be, I don't know, sad. You look great, though.
There were some sad moments after. We're okay now.
Chicks dig scars.
Oh,
Forever.
well, there you go. That's true. That's true. Well, you know what? What do we want to talk about now? You have some things that maybe you want to share, or maybe Beak of the Week. I know it's one of your faves.
Beak of the Week sounds like fun.
Yeah, it does. Did you have something that you want to share?
Yeah, I'll set this up for you, Craig. I was refereeing a Pee Wee game, which is the 10 to 12-year-old age group, a few years back, pre-COVID. Felt like I had a good game. Got off the ice. I'm walking to the dressing room. All is well. I get confronted by a parent. Hockey moms, man, they can be the worst. And she literally made me stop to go around her. And as I started to go around her, she looked at me and said, "Dude, you suck. How long have you been a ref?" And I thought about it for about a half a second, looked at her and said, "A whole lot longer than you." And then I just showed her my back and went and took a shower.
Well,
Felt
there
good.
you go. Those hockey moms can be tough, I hear, but they're also very supportive.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, everybody needs a hockey mom in their life if they're a hockey player, and you know what I'm saying? It's very important.
They literally drive the team bus every week. Between them, team moms, etc., the world couldn't survive without them. And she was just being supportive of her son and their team.
Of course, of course. Now, with a tooth missing, can a whistle? Can you put a whistle in your mouth now, or are you off? You can't be doing any on ice officiating for a while.
It's going to be a while.
Hmm.
I'm still attached to my straw as my umbilical cord because the lips don't completely work right yet. But yeah, the scabs are almost gone.
Yeah, you look good. I mean, sometimes I have to throw up the picture of him because it looks like you took a beating from that mother that was talking to you.
We definitely got one in the kisser.
Slap that puck right at you, man. So it's very cool. Hey, once again, North America Hockey Authority, that's what you're watching. My name's Craig Campbell with Today's California. We want you guys to share. Let us know where you're watching from. This comes on every Wednesday at noon. And, of course, it's quick hitting segments, and you're seeing the format, what we're doing right now. And I think we're going to continue on, and we're going to go talk about our own AHL affiliate, Coachella Valley Firebirds.
Thanks for that great intro. And Firebirds, for our audience, went into Bakersfield last Saturday night, play the Condors, the Edmonton Oiler farm team. Skated out with a 4-2 win, making them 7-1 on the year on the road.
It's our home record that we're struggling with, and we have a game tonight.
We have a game
That's at
tonight
home.
against the San Jose Barracuda. That would be the San Jose Sharks minor league team. And that home record at Acrisure Arena, still looking for the Magic. 2 wins, 5 losses. It's just been tough at home.
It's hard because, of course, we're credentialed. I'm credentialed in shooting. Charlie as well. We got Megan Meyer, who's going to be out there today doing a little bit of shooting for us. As a photographer and just being involved with the fans and knowing them, having shot 45 games last year alone, you build such a you become a fan, and it hurts so much when these games are lost, especially at home. I mean, you just feel the sadness, and it's a loss. I mean, it's a really visceral, and you can just feel that whole stadium empty out. And I'm really hoping that we can turn it around. Of course, AHL has a lot of players are going up and down. They're part of the roster really in the NHL, and that complexity makes for teams that aren't quite as cohesive, or it's always changing. Now, every team in the AHL has the same challenge. However, sometimes like last year where we just had a perfect setup and we went all the way through the Calder Cup, our inaugural year, 7th game lost in overtime. That was also difficult. But this start has been hard at home. And so we're looking for a win tonight. So go Firebirds.
Yeah, it's a whole different situation, Craig. Last year, the Kraken stayed healthy, and we didn't have many people moving. This year, it's literally a carousel. But we've got Dan Drieger back.
So Drieger's back down.
Drieger's back down.
Fantastic.
And Podorowski's back up.
Oh, that's sad.
Potsy or pork chop, depending on what you like to call him. So, yeah, the coaches are used to dealing with it. Players are semi-used to dealing with it, but it does have an impact on the team.
Well, we're early in the season anyway, so it takes a while. There's only a couple preseason games. Everybody comes back. There's not short on practice. And it's a little rough in those early games. So once again, every team has got the same challenge. So not only has Dan got his hands full, but just the natural putting the teams together, creating the chemistry, knowing where
line
where everyone's going to
combination,
be, and where the favorite shots are, and all those things come together by playing together. So when you have players that go up or come back down, even when we're so happy that they're back, even that integration into the team can be a little quirky. So it's exciting. That's the really neat part, I think, about AHL. It's all NHL hockey right there. And our arena is one of the best out here, Acrisure Arena in Thousand Palms, Palm Desert, California.
Coachella Valley Firebirds against the San Jose Barracuda tonight at the Bird Barn, Acrisure Arena.
7 o'clock.
Puck drops at 7:07, baby.
There you go.
Be there.
There you go. Love it. Well, you know what? One of my things I like to do, point, counterpoint, because you always have some, strange idea or something that we bring up, and I always think it's fun. And I hope it's fun tonight. What do you got for us?
Well, I thought, you know what? As long as we're dealing with spit and chicklets on this edition, what better thing to talk about than fan safety? And my counterpoint is fans who walk down to their seats while play is going on. Who's at fault, Craig? Is it the fan? Is it the usher? Talk to me.
So I'm up. If I'm on the rail, we have different spots that we can shoot from, and also there's a press area. And there are every single one of those staircase, walkways that go down. There is somebody there who is stopping. I think sometimes what happens is they get overwhelmed, maybe 3, 4, 5 people, or they might be turned a little bit and someone might slide by them. They're pretty good at keeping that safety, because where there's no nets, that puck comes up, you could look like Ed. So it's important that you follow, of course, the rules. And they always have, it's like a patrol. if you remember, and they have a little sign up there that literally says,
Stop.
yeah, don't do this. You could get killed. So, yeah, it is a little frustrating. I can't even imagine how frustrating it must be for them. But I just think in general, it's just not a good idea. One puck coming up and hitting you would ruin your day or maybe even your life. Now, I will also say, as a photographer, they do not put that restriction on me. But I'm also very aware of the risk that I'm taking as a professional in taking these shots, and I'm not bound by that. But I'm cognizant of it. You know, I try not to just be irrational about it. You know, maybe the puck's on the other end, it's going away from me, so I know it's not just coming at me, and I'm walking down there, making myself available in that way. So
Yeah, because your lens actually goes through the glass, right?
well, that's true. We can shoot. So this will have to be a segment someday about photography around the arena.
Somebody write that down. Maybe if we just had producer Charlie somewhere. There he is.
Yeah, we have 4 different holes that are actually in the plexiglass that we can shoot from. But with that said, we can shoot from up top. We can shoot all around. We can shoot actually in the stairway. We can go to different locations throughout the arena. And of course, our lenses are long enough that you wouldn't really know where we are standing. So we get a lot. It's great. It's really, it's super exciting. I feel like I'm a part of the game, of course, you know, and trying to bring the shots and participate. And the fans are by far the funnest part of the job. They just get into it. Of course, they like their pictures being taken, and we love to take their pictures. And they're very entertaining and very dedicated. And it's been a lot of fun. I mean, here we are, just year 2.
So if I could address you fans for a second, please don't get mad at the stadium attendant if they don't let you go down the stairs to your seat while play is in action. They're not doing it because they're following rules. They're doing it because they don't want you to end up like this.
I'm sorry.
Here's what happens. When you're walking down the stairs, you can't watch the game and watch the stairs at the same time.
That's correct. And oftentimes they're holding something.
Right. Or couple something.
Or a couple something.
Just saying.
Right.
And so going down the stairs, looking down, sets you up for the ultimate loss of your life. And as Craig said, it can ruin your day. For me, it was Friendsgiving Day was ruined. Really wish I could have seen you that day, but I was not presentable. It'll ruin your week because I've already been in the dentist chair and they can't do anything more until more of the swelling goes down on all the soft tissue stuff. It's a ruined week.
Well, I would just say it's actually no reason to even walk down because the view actually from the top gives you a full different perspective than your seat. And it's excellent. A lot of times, you know, you can be right there, first, second row, and you're going to have a lot of excitement on the ice coming at you. Very cool. But you're not going to be able to necessarily see everything set up, the plays, and those types of things. But if you go a little bit higher to the top, you're able to actually see the entire ice, and it might be worth the wait.
It's always worth the
Always
wait.
worth the wait. Let's just say that.
Not only do you have the potential of being injured while you're going down the stairs, you're distracting other fans who are trying to watch the game who might look over at you and try to figure out why you're walking down the stairs during play. And so their distraction can also cause them to get injured as well.
Guys, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know if you have any questions. Let us know who your team is. That would be interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe if there's any comments and throw them up there, it'd be fantastic. I would love it.
Who are you looking for in the Cup Finals this year? Either Stanley or Calder. We'd love to know.
Be fantastic. Now, who's your team?
Yeah.
Right. What are we moving toward now? I think it's going to be peeve of the week, or did we do point counterpoint now?
We just did point counterpoint.
I think you're at the peeve.
My peeve of the week is still people walking down the aisles. How come you haven't stopped? I'm totally kidding. My peeve of the week is daylight savings time, Craig.
That sounds timely.
I got to tell, I'm a morning person.
Yeah.
And we morning people get used to our sunrise at 5:05, 5:10 in the morning. And all of a sudden you pull the rug out from under us and it's 6:10 in the morning.
But
and
you
that,
know it's not daylight savings time now. This is
well,
actually
we're back
real.
on real time.
Okay, so it's interesting that we're actually on real time. So you're not anti-daylight savings time. You just don't want actual time. I'm just telling you.
I am so confused.
Yeah.
No, I totally understand
there you
it.
go.
But it's
It's the
daylight
daylight-
savings time that screws up.
Well, it gets you used to
The
it,
summer, yeah.
and therefore, like you said, that a lot of people don't like it, you know. And it's interesting because, of course, we've been trying here in the United States to make it consistent, where it's daylight savings time all the time. But there's a couple of states
But not
that
real
don't,
time.
and there's a couple of
What's the
states that don't
sense?
even use daylight savings time. I think both Arizona and
Arizona?
Hawaii are both that way. So, you know what? We've been trying to get Congress to just put daylight savings time on the map forever. Not sure it's going to happen.
We're trying to legislate time now.
Well, that's true. How are we doing on time?
Not real well. Not real well. Anybody. Yeah, the sun sets at what? 4:40 right now? 4:37 yesterday?
Well, especially out here because we have the San Jacinto Mountains, almost 11,000 feet, and as a result, and it's west. It's directly west of us.
Right.
And so not only do we lose the time, you know, when the sun sets, but it's early here anyway. In some parts of here, by 3:30, 4 o'clock, you got shadows on out here in the Coachella Valley. That's not too bad though because the weather's hot. You know, it's good to have less sun in reality. Otherwise, we'd have even warmer winters. And right now, it's just perfect.
Well, my peeve is sunset at 4:40 is not fun. That's way too many F's for this guy. And sunrise, that's personal. That's my time. And
There you go.
stop screwing with my sunrise time. And with that, I'll step off the podium without talking about the difference between morning people and night people.
Oh yeah, this will be a whole different show. Psychological makeup of a morning person, featured by Ed Heathouse. So I think that would be cool. Hey guys, I've had a lot of fun. I think we're going to wrap this up and finish
Give it a
up
wrap.
what we're doing. Charlie's, thank
Put
you
a
so
bow on
much. Ed, thank you so much for opening up, and I'm glad you're healing. And I was so sorry to see that you got hurt, but you just have a great attitude. I really appreciate you, no matter what that mother said about your refereeing. I love you, and both of you guys, I appreciate you. Appreciate you guys watching and tuning in and staying with us. If you're watching after, you know, if this is on a replay later, make sure you still put comments in there because we're checking them. If you have any questions at all, want to know more about who we are or what we're doing or why we're doing it. And also, don't forget about that beer festival, Coachella Valley Beer Festival out here. Luchador, is it Brew?
LuchadorBrew.com.
Brew.com. Use CV15. That's from Coachella Valley to you guys. That's a $15 off of both their GA and VIP tickets. That's happening December 10th. That code is only good until Friday, December 1st at midnight. So make sure you jump all over that and talk to you guys next time.